Right, so here we have this expression. Okay, now we have to be very careful, because if you take a good look at the denominator of the first algebraic fraction, right, you have to notice that it is what? A difference of squares. So we have to expand it. Okay, so x plus 3 divided by x minus 1 x plus 1. Okay, plus 1 by x plus 1. Okay, now thinking about this step, what should be the LCM? It should be x minus 1 and x plus 1, right? So that means if we take the first fraction, we don't have to do any changes. We can simply write it as it is, x plus 3. What about this one? So there we have to multiply the denominator by x minus 1. Okay, that means we need to multiply the numerator by x minus 1 as well. Okay, so plus 1 into x minus 1. Now the entire expression needs to be divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Okay, right. So from here we can do some simplifications, right? So first of all, we have to simplify the brackets. Okay, so we have x plus 3 plus x minus 1. Okay, so the entire expression needs to be divided by what? X minus 1 and x plus 1. Now what can we do? We can simplify these two terms. So the outcome will be what? 2x. Then we can simplify these two numbers. So the outcome will be what? Plus 2. So the entire thing needs to be divided by what? X minus 1, x plus 1. Right. So we are not done yet. We can do some factorizing here, right? Take these two terms. We can consider 2 as a common factor. What goes inside? X plus 1. So again, this expression needs to be divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now we can cancel off these two terms. So the outcome will be what? 2 divided by x minus 1. So that should be the answer. Okay, so the next one. Here also we have to rewrite the denominator of the second fraction, right? So this should be t minus 1 and t plus 1. No changes to that one. Plus 1 by t minus 1 t plus 1. Okay, so what's the least common denominator here? T minus 1 t plus 1. Okay, so that means we have to multiply this term by what? We have to multiply this by t minus 1. Okay, so we need to multiply the above term by t minus 1 as well. Okay, so the next term, so there you can see for the denominator we have the LCM. So no changes to there, right? So what do we have here? T minus 1 into t minus 1 plus 1 entire expression divided by t minus 1 t plus 1. Okay, so we will continue from here. So we have to simplify these binomial expressions. T into t, it should be t squared. T into 1, it should be t and it's negative. 1 into t, it is t and also it is negative. 1 into 1, it is 1 and it is positive. Then plus 1. Okay, so now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? T minus 1 t plus 1. So here we can actually do some simplifications. We have t squared minus 2t plus 2 entire expression divided by t minus 1 and t plus 1. So this should be the answer. Okay, so as we can see, we have 3 different denominators, all of which are algebraic expressions, right? So we can write 1 by x plus 1 plus, we can expand this. So we can actually leave it as it is, 1 by x plus 1 square, okay, plus 1 by, this is a difference of squares, so we can write x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay, so that means we have x plus 1 and also x minus 1, right? Two different algebraic expressions. So what should be the least common multiple, right? So that means we have to consider the highest exponent of each of the algebraic expressions here, right? So when we consider x plus 1, actually it should be what? X plus 1 square, okay? Then when it comes to x minus 1, we only have the first power to it, right? So it should be the least common multiple, right? So that means when we consider the first term, okay, so first term must be multiplied by what? It must be multiplied by x plus 1 and x minus 1. That is when we get what? X plus 1 square, okay? That means the numerator must be multiplied by x plus 1 and x minus 1 as well, right? So here this term needs to be multiplied by what? X minus 1 only. So that means this one must be multiplied with x minus 1 only. Right, so we have these two terms here, right? So that means we need to multiply this term by what? X plus 1 only, right? That means we need to multiply the 1 with x plus 1 as well. We have to do some simplifications here, right? So x into x, it should be what? X squared. X into 1, it should be x and it is negative. 1 into x, it should be x and it should be positive. 1 into 1, it should be negative 1. Okay. So then we have what? Plus x minus 1. Okay. Then what do we have? We have x plus 1. Right. So then this entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Okay. Right. So actually we can do some simplifications here as well, right? So we have x squared here. So there is only one term for that. So we can write x squared. Then we have minus x plus x. So we can cancel off these two, right? Then we have plus x and another plus x. So the outcome should be what? Plus 2x. Okay. Then we have a minus 1, that means minus 2 or negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 means negative 1. Right. Then this entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. Okay. So this should be the answer. Okay. So here what do we have to do? First of all, we will try to factorize this expression. Okay. So we have a squared minus a minus 6. Okay. So here minus, no? So when we multiply these two terms together, what do we get? Negative 6a squared. What is the middle term? Negative a, right? So that means 3 into 2. Okay, 3 into 2. So the larger factor should be negative. So a squared minus 3a plus 2a minus 6. Okay. Consider these two terms. Common factor will be a. What goes inside? A minus 3. Consider these two terms. Common factor will be 2. What goes inside? A minus 3. Okay. Then what do we have? A minus 3 and a plus 2. Right. So 1 divided by a minus 3 plus 1 divided by a minus 3 and a plus 2. Okay, so here what should be the LCM? It should be a minus 3 and a plus 2. Okay, so here we have a minus 3. That means we need to multiply this by what? A plus 2. That means we need to multiply the number above as well. So a plus 2. Okay. So here we have a plus 2. Then if you take a look at the denominator, right, of the next fraction, right, actually we have the LCM there. So we don't have to do any changes. Simply we can write plus 1. Then entire expression needs to be divided by what? A minus 3, a plus 2. Okay. So I will simplify this expression here. So this will be what? A plus 3 entire expression divided by a minus 3 and a plus 2. So that will be the answer. Okay. So here, just as before, we will factorize this expression. Okay. So x squared plus x minus 6. So when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 6x squared and the middle term is x, and also it is positive. Okay. So 3 into 2, the larger factor should be positive. So x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. Okay. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 3. Consider these two terms, common factor is negative 2. What goes inside? X plus 3. Right? That means we get x plus 3 and x minus 2. Okay. So I can write 1 by x plus 3 plus 1 by, so this should be x plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so here what should be the LCM? X plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so as you can see, x plus 3 needs to be multiplied by x minus 2. That means number 1 must be multiplied by x minus 2 as well, right? So we will write it 1 within brackets x minus 2 plus, so here we have the LCM, so that means we don't have to do any changes to this fraction, right? So we can simply write 1. Right, so then we can write the entire expression divided by x plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so we will simplify this a bit. So we are getting x minus 2 plus 1 entire expression divided by x plus 3 and x minus 2. Okay, so we can simplify a bit more, right? So here we have a minus 2 and a plus 1, so the outcome is what? X minus 1. Divide by x plus 3 and x minus 2. So this should be the answer. Okay, so here we have two trinomial quadratic expressions, so it is better that if we can factorize this. Okay, so we will consider the first factor, x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, so that means when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 2x squared and the middle term is 1x. It is also positive. So that means we have to consider 2 into 1 and 2 should be positive. So x squared plus 2x minus x minus 2. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 2. Minus 1, what goes inside? X plus 2. Then we have what? X plus 2 and x minus 1 as the two factors. So we can write 3 divided by x plus 2 and x minus 1 minus, okay, so now we can consider this expression. So x squared minus x minus 6. Okay, so when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 6x squared and the middle term is negative x, right? That means we have to consider 3 into 2 and the larger factor should be negative 3. So x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X minus 3 plus 2, what goes inside? X minus 3. Then we have what? X minus 3 and x plus 2. That means this is 1 divided by x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, so what should be the LCM? It should be x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Okay, so consider the first fraction. That means we have to multiply this by x minus 3. So we have to multiply the numerator by x minus 3 as well. Right? So here we have x minus 3 and x plus 2. That means we need to multiply this by x minus 1. So we need to multiply the numerator by x minus 1 as well. Okay. So 3 into x minus 3 minus 1 x minus 1. So then we have to divide this entire expression by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Right? So it should be the common denominator. Right. We will continue from here. So we can simplify the brackets. 3x minus 9 negative x plus 1. Okay. So here we have this entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Right. So we can continue over from here. So we can simplify some of the terms here. So here we have 3x and x. So what should be the outcome? It should be 2x, right? Then we have these two numbers, negative 9 or minus 9 and plus 1. So what should be the outcome? Minus 8. Then we can divide this by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. So as you can see here we can do some factorization also. So 2 into x minus 4 entire expression divided by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. So this should be the answer. Right. So the next expression. So we have to factorize these two quadratic expressions. So that means this should be what? 4 divided by p plus 3 and p minus 2. So that means 2 divided by p plus 3, p plus 2. Okay, so what should be the least common denominator? It should be p plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. So that means these two expressions needs to be multiplied by what? P plus 2. So that means we need to multiply this by p plus 2 as well. So these two terms we need to multiply this by p minus 2. So that means we need to multiply this number by p minus 2 as well. Okay, so what do we get? 4 into p plus 2 minus 2 into p minus 2. Entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. Okay, so now we can simplify this. 4p plus 8 minus 2p plus 4. Entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. Okay, so we will continue from here. 4p minus 2p, what is that? 2p. 8 plus 4, what is that? 12. So the entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p plus 2, p minus 2. Right, and also we can simplify this term a bit. So 2 within brackets, p plus 6, entire expression divided by what? P plus 3, p plus 2, p minus 2. So this will be the answer. Okay, so here also we have to factorize this expression. So we have x squared plus 4x plus 4, right? So when we multiply the first term and the last term, what do we get? 4x squared, it is positive, and the middle term is also 4x and it is also positive. That means 2 into 2. So x squared plus 2x plus 4 Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 2. Consider these two terms, common factor is 2. What goes inside? X plus 2. Then what do we have? X plus 2 into x plus 2. Right. So we can write 1 divided by, since we have x plus 2 into x plus 2, we can rewrite this as what? X plus 2 entire expression raised to the power 2 minus 1 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 2. Okay, so what's the least common multiple? X plus 2 squared and x minus 2. Okay, so that means we have to multiply this term by x minus 2. So we need to multiply 1 by x minus 2 as well. So for this expression, right, we have x minus 2 and x plus 2. That means we need to multiply this term by x plus 2 once. So we need to multiply 1 by x plus 2 as well. Okay. Okay. So that means we have 1 into x minus 2. This is positive minus 1 into x plus 2. Right. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 2 entire thing squared and x minus 2. Okay. Right. Okay. So when we simplify the brackets, what do we get? X minus 2 minus x minus 2. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So actually here we can do some simplifications, no? So here we can cancel off the 2x's. Then minus 2, that means the outcome is negative 4. Divided by x plus 2 entire expression squared into x minus 2. So that's the answer. Right, here also we need to factorize both of these expressions, right? Right, so actually we can come up with the factorization at once, right? So 3 divided by, so when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get what? 6a squared. Middle term is 5a. So what do we have? 3 into 2. So a plus 3, a plus 2. Right? Then here, what do we have? 1 divided by. So first term and the last term, 3a squared. Middle term is 4a. So 3 into 1. So a plus 3, a plus 1. Okay. Then what should be the least common multiple? A plus 3, a plus 2 and a plus 1. That means we need to multiply this expression by a plus 1. So we need to multiply the 3 by a plus 1 as well. Okay. These two expressions we need to multiply by what? A plus 2. That means we need to multiply 1 by a plus 2 as well. Okay. So 3 within brackets a plus 1 plus 1 within brackets a plus 2. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So now we can do some simplifications here. So 3a plus 3 plus a plus 2. Okay. So again, the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So here we can do some simplifications. Right. So 3a into a, it will be 4a. 3 plus 2, it will be 5. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. Okay. So here we need to factorize this expression. So actually by observing, we can come up with the factorization. Right. So 1 by 2a plus 1 plus 1 divided by, so when we multiply these two terms together, we get 2a squared. Okay. Then the middle term is 3a. So a plus 2 and a plus 1. Okay. So what should be the least common multiple? 2a plus 1, a plus 2 and a plus 1. right? So here we need to multiply 2a plus 1 by what? A plus 2 and a plus 1. So we need to multiply this by a plus 2 and a plus 1. Okay. So I have 1 into a plus 2 and a plus 1 plus. So here this term should be multiplied by what? 2a plus 1. That means we need to multiply 1 by 2a plus 1 as well. Okay. So 1 into 2a plus 1. Okay. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So we can simplify here. So that means we need to simplify these two binomial expressions. So we have a squared. Okay. So we will simplify here. That means we need to simplify these binomial expressions. So a into a, we are getting a squared. A into 1 plus a or positive a, 2 into a, positive 2a plus 2. Okay. Plus 2a plus 1. Right. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So actually we can do some simplifications here. So I will do it over here on this side. So we have a squared here. So no square term for a. So we can write simply a squared. Then we have a here, 2a here. That means 3a. 3a plus 2a. That means 5a. 2 plus 1. That means 3. Right. So then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. So this should be the answer.